Hello, I hope you all have submitted the assignment in time. Today, I would like to discuss about EJB, Enterprise Java Bean. You already know what is meant by Java Bean. Java Bean is a reusable component. But Java Bean is deployed on client side. It is visible or not visible. But EJB, it is an enterprise Java Bean and it is deployed on server. It is deployed on server. Here, this is the architecture of EJB, client application, RMI invocation. Here, EJB container is there and application server. EJB container contains EJB objects. Whenever client sends the request, it search for EJB by the EJB container, and when all the EJBs are deployed on EJB container are available on EJB container, and then they deployed on application server. It is also reusable component and it is used to business logic applications. It is separate business logic and presentation logic. Here, last layer is the application server, and the key responsibilities of an application server: management API, process and thread management, database connection, pooling and caching, and system resources management. EJB container is one of the logical constructs which makes up the full Java EE profile. It provides a runtime environment for enterprise Java beans. It provides persistence management. It is responsible for the lifecycle management of EJBs, and it is charged of ensuring that all EJBs are secured. Types of EJBs: session beans. Here, session beans, entity beans, and message driven beans. These three types are there for EJB. Session beans, these are not persistent enterprise beans. Persistent means permanent storage, and it is implemented by entity or database. We can store the data. That is a persistent storage. Here, these are not persistent enterprise beans. There are two kinds of session beans: stateful and stateless. A stateful session bean maintains client-specific session information across several transactions. It exists for the duration of a single client-server session. You know the session management, PHP as well as Java. Like that, it tracks the client to server communication from start to end. Here, stateless session bean is an old by their container so that they can easily handle several requests from clients. Stateless, it can't track the client to server communication. These entity beans contains persistent data. It can be saved in the data source. There are two types: container managed persistence and bean managed persistence. Container managed persistence, these entity beans assign their persistence to the EJB container. The entity beans assign their persistence to the EJB container in container managed persistence. Container manage the storage of that bean, and bean managed persistence, These entity beans manage their own persistence. Here the persistence is managed by container, and another type bean is managed its own persistence. Here message driven bean. Message driven beans are enterprise beans that receive and process Java message service messages. They can be accessed only through messaging. Enterprise beans are receive and process the messages via service messages. They don't have interfaces. Asynchronous communication between the queue and the listener takes place. From one bean to another bean, they can communicate by message. EJBs are used when your application needs remote access. When your application requires business logic and application needs to be scalable. Advantages of EJB. EJB is an API. Hence, the applications built on EJB can run on Java EE web application server. Here, for execute EJB, application server is required. Application server means Glassfish, Tomcat, any server you can use. The EJB developer focuses on solving business problems and business logic. It is used for distributed applications and it is used to implement business logic. And Java beans are portable components that help the Java application assembler to formulate new applications for the already existing Java beans. EJB container helps in providing system level services to enterprise Java beans. EJB contains business logic, hence the front end developer can focus on the presentation of the client interface. It is business logic is separated from presentation logic. Therefore, EJB contains business logic, hence the front end developer can focus on the presentation of the client interface. It provides simplified development of large scale enterprise level applications. Some disadvantages also are there. The specification of EJB is complicated and large. It creates costly and complex solutions. It takes time for development. Continuous revision of the specifications takes place. This is the brief introduction about EJB. Now, see the difference between RMI and EJB. RMI services such as security, transaction management, object pooling need to be done by the Java programming in RMI. Here in EJB, middleware services are provided by EJB container automatically. RMI is not a server side component. It is not required to be deployed on the server. EJB is a server side component. It is required to be deployed on the server. RMI is built on the top of socket programming and EJB technology is built on the top of RMI. Its main disadvantage is it requires application server. I have already implemented enterprise Java bean, stateless enterprise Java bean, that is a session bean. Two types are there, session bean, stateless and stateful. I have worked for this implementation from last 5 days. From morning to evening I have worked for this program, and then today I got success for this implementation of stateless EJB in Apache NetBeans 12.0. Latest NetBeans version is IDE 12.0, GlassFish Server 5.0 and JDK 15 I have used here. First, how to implement that? The EJB Enterprise Java Bean. I have already implemented. First, I will show you the output of the program. See, first see the structure of NetBeans 12.0. Here, this is for your additional information how to write or how to implement programs using NetBeans. Java with Maven, Java with Gradle, Java with Ant. So many tools are there. Here in Maven, it is automatically done everything which dependencies are required. They do automatically. But in Ant, you can specify it explicitly. You have to specify. Therefore, Java with Maven is good for programming. Here, first we have to create new program, Java with Maven, new project. Then use enterprise application. Next, give the project name and do the finish. After that, it will create all these folders, all these projects. That is, suppose my project name is my stateless session bin. Here my stateless bin EAR, my stateless bin EJB, my stateless bin web. It requires web server, therefore all the web related files are here. Enterprise Java bin file is here, but in Maven it is done automatically, therefore it stores into this. All the files are stored into first web pages and source packages. You have to store your files as per the type of your file. If servlet and in HTML or JSP is there, you can store into web pages, and any Java program you can store into source pages. And all the dependencies, here one option is there. After that, build with dependency. Suppose first I have to execute build with dependency. Build success, then run that project, run. After executing this program, here first we have to implement one page which explains interface for this. Enter first number, enter second number, and here call bin, because enterprise Java bin, that is session bin, gives the output of suppose second number 3, and call bin, enterprise Java bin gives the output of addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Again, suppose 2 and 2, suppose 40 and 8. Call bin, it gives addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. This output show simple, but for programming and dependencies it is not easy. Here first you have to create a project, then it stores, it created EAR, EJB and web. All the EJB's components are here, web files are here. Then right click on that. First here one project is there, therefore right click on that and create new other enterprise Java bin and then session bin. Select that. Next, give the EJB name. It will automatically take the values, and then give session type stateless, stateful and singleton. I have already told that. Session type stateless, stateful and singleton. Then select that type stateless, and here you have to give the package name. After providing package name, suppose my bin is the package. It is already exists, therefore it gives error, and then finish. You can create like that. Here after creating session bin, my bin is the package and new session bin Java. It creates a program here. My bin package javax.ejb.stateless. For this, how to create that methods? Here public class new session bin. Then I want to add method. How to add method? Using I want to do the calculator, add multiplication, subtract and division. Therefore here right click on that, insert code, add business method. Here give the name of business method, that is add, and return type int, and then add num1, add num2, type is int and OK. After that it will create this method public int add. You want 4 methods, therefore you have to repeat 4 times. This is the session bin. After that you have to create new servlet. How to create it? Here go for here new other Java web. Here first you have to go for web and servlet. Then next give the name of file, and here finish. It will create the servlet like that. New servlet. It will create package under package my bin, then new servlet. It will automatically write all these codes, but only changes in here. Changes are here. We have to write int num1, int num2, integer.parseInt, request.get parameter. Whenever user enters the value, we want to access that value num1, num2. Then here addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. This is the output. How to calculate that output? First we have to create session bin and then create object of that. Here private new session bin and new session bin. This is the object. But who is created that object? EJB container. Therefore at EJB annotation is required here. At EJB. How to do that? Here insert code, and give call enterprise bin. After giving that call enterprise bin, you want to here new session bin is created here. You can select that bin and then it gives the annotation EJB. Then you can directly access that method new session bin dot add. Here we have to write the definition and new session bin is the name of that class. Therefore here new session bin dot add, new session bin dot subtract, multiplication and division, you can give that. After that you need interface for web pages. Here index.html it is automatically created and you have to design the interface. Enter first number, enter second number, submit value and num1 and num2, and here value is call bin. After pressing that it goes to form action is new servlet. Therefore it is going to new servlet. New servlet contains object of EJB and it provides the output. And it is a reusable component, it is deployed on server, and all the dependencies are here. You have to store all the dependencies in POM. POM file is there and all the dependencies are stored into this file. JavaX, Java API. Some of the dependencies I have to search for 4 to 5 days and then I got the success for the program. If dependencies are correct, then it will execute successfully, otherwise it is not. And for server, suppose project properties, build, compile and run. You have to select the browser for the program. Server is Glassfish server, Java EE8 and my stateless session bin context path. It takes automatically all the values. If you add the server, then it will take show the list of server. Pyra server, Tomcat server, Glassfish server. I have listed all the servers, but now I want to, it is executed successfully if you select Glassfish server. Okay, then services, servers, here right click on, it is already started. Therefore it takes the Glassfish server and gives the output. I hope you understood EJB, enterprise Java bin, which require application server. It is a reusable component, it is deployed on server. And if you want to implement business logic, then use EJB. Thank you.